practical example, we're going to get some hands-on experience using digital inputs on the Arduino platform. So here is the project that we're going to make. We have a on-off switch and an LED. And if I were to turn on the switch, we turn on the LED. And if I were to turn off the switch, we turn off the LED. So that's our end goal. Let's now break down the problem. Starting with the functions of the LED, we need to turn on and off the LED. Well, we've done this before in the previous example, so we know that we can use the digital write function. Next up is the switch. We would like to know how we can get the Arduino to read the switch. Well, first off, we need to set up the hardware. Secondly, we know that the signal is coming from the switch to the Arduino, so it's a digital input, and we need to learn about the function for reading and setting up digital inputs. Lastly, when the switch is on, the LED is on, and when the switch is off, the LED is off. So we need to figure out how to codify that feature. So let's start with setting up the hardware. I'm first going to show you what this looks like using Tinkercad, and then I'll show you what it looks like using the specified hardware for this course. So starting off, you should have the LED still set up from the previous examples. And instead of connecting the LED to the power rail, what I want to do now is connect it to one of the digital I/O pins. And in this case, I'm going to connect it to 13. And I'm going to change the color of this wire now, since it's not connected directly to the supply voltage. And then, just because this is a little confusing, I'm going to clean this up. So I'm going to move that one over there, and we're just going to adjust things. So there we have our LED circuit. So let's grab the switch and place it there. And we see that they're hidden behind the graphic, but there's 4 pins. And then on the top side, we want to connect that to 5 volts. So if I take my wire here, I want to connect that to the supply voltage. And we'll change that to a red since it's connected to the supply voltage. But as you know, based on the practice that we've done with the breadboard, this rail is not automatically connected to this rail. So we actually need to put another wire here. And what I like to do, just as good practice, I like to do this. And I just like to do it on both sides, and then I never have to worry about it. Now the top side of the switch is connected to our supply voltage, which is 5 volts. And we want the bottom side of the switch connected to our Arduino. And it's a digital input, so we can use any of the digital pins here. And I'm just going to choose number 2. So let's choose a green. And I'm going to take that and stick that in pin 2. We also need a resistor on this side of the switch connected to ground. And the reason why is a little too advanced for this course, but if you don't have it, the Arduino will have a problem reading 0 when the switch is off. So let's go ahead and place a 10 kilo ohm resistor. So let's find a resistor, and let's just place it here. And the resistor is connected to the switch and ground. And we want this resistor to be about 10 kilo ohms. And so now when the switch is on, these 2 wires will connect and the Arduino will read 5 volts. And when the switch is off, these 2 wires will disconnect and the Arduino will read 0 volts. So now our circuit is complete. If you have the physical hardware for this course, no breadboards are required. All you have to do is have your Arduino board and take your Archimuse board and just put it on the top there. And ArchiMuse has the circuitry already for this LED and the switch. So you don't have to do anything with breadboards. You just gotta stick the ArchiMuse on top of there and you're good to go.